Now in the ASA axiom, if you have two triangles, say ABC and PQR, and these two triangles are such that two of the angles are given to be equal. Say this angle is given to be equal to this angle, and if this angle is given to be equal to this angle, and if you see, the included sides must also be given to be equal. That is, these two sides must be given to be equal. The included sides, remember, that is why we write S in between. So this side, if you see, that these two sides of the triangle are between these two angles. This is called the included side of the angles, right? So if these two angles and if this side, the included side, is given to be equal, then you can say that the triangles are congruent by ASA axiom. Okay, so in triangle ABC, and triangle PQR, you have angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle R. This is given, and this is given, and the included side of these two angles, BC, is equal to QR. If this is given to you, then you can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Okay. Now the point is now CPCT, congruent parts of congruent triangles. What can you say? Once you have proved congruency, after proving congruency, what you see is that this angle opposite to this angle is this side. Opposite to this angle is this side. So you can say AC must be equal to PR. This is by CPCT, you can say. Also, if you see this triangle, opposite to angle C is this side and opposite to angle R is this side. So therefore you can say AB must be equal to PQ by CPCT. Okay. What about the angle? If you see this side here, BC is equal to PR, QR, sorry. BC is equal to QR. Opposite to this side is which angle? Angle A. Opposite to this side is which angle? Angle P. So you can say angle A is equal to angle P by CPCT. Okay, so these are the three conclusions after proving congruency. These are the three conclusions that you can make from CPCT. Okay, any question till this part? Now just remember that in angle side angle, the side has to be the included side. Okay, included side of the two angles. Let's move on to the problems. An example from ASA. Look at this figure here. Okay, two pairs of parallel lines are given to you. They are calling this line L and this line M. Okay, and they are calling this line P and this line Q. And the other labels are, they are calling this vertex as A, B, C, and D. Now let's read the problem. In the figure given below, L and M are two parallel lines. Okay, find this L and M are two parallel lines intersected by another pair of parallel lines, P and Q. So if you see P and Q are another two parallel lines, they are intersecting these two parallel lines. Okay. The question here is prove that AB is equal to DC. What you need to show? AB, that is this side, is equal to this side. Now, very clearly, if you observe, if from the question you see, you have to identify the triangle that you need to prove congruent. So from the question, it is evident that AB is the side of this triangle and DC is the side of this triangle, right? That means these two are the only triangles that we need to prove congruent. So let's see how to prove congruency. First of all, what can you say? You can say that this angle here is equal to this angle here because they are alternate angles. Also, you can say this angle here in this triangle is equal to this angle here in this triangle, alternate angles, right? Also, you see that in this triangle, which is the included side, this is the included side of the two angles, this is the included side. Also in this triangle, you see this is the included side. But also you see that AC is the common side of the two triangles. They have to be equal because it is a common side. So therefore, two angles and one side. Therefore, we can say that the triangles are congruent by ASA axiom. Okay, so let us prove this. We write in triangle ABC and triangle ADC, angle BAC is equal to angle ACD. Reason, alternate angles. Also, angle ACB is equal to angle CAD. Same reason, alternate angles. Okay, and AC is equal to AC because AC is the common side. And also AC is the included side of both the triangles. So therefore, you can say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADC. Mention the axiom ASA axiom. Right? Once you have proved congruency, now you see the look at the side AB and look at the side DC. These two are the sides that we want to prove equal. Okay, are these two angles equal? This angle is equal to this angle. These two angles are equal. Opposite to this angle is this side. Opposite to this angle is this side. So therefore, by CPCT, we can say AB is equal to DC. You can say AB is equal to DC by CPCT. That's it. That's all you have to do. Is that absolutely clear?
Yes, sir.
Move on to the next one then. Look at this figure. Now this figure might just look a little confusing to you a little later on. So what we draw is, I'll just try to split this figure into two figures. Okay. So this figure you have. Okay. I'll try to split this into two figures so that you can clearly see the angles that are there. Let's try draw the triangle ACD. This is what one triangle looks like. What does the other triangle look like? Looks like this. So we have split the figure into two. This is CD and this is CD. This is A, this is B. Okay, now let us read the problem. In the figure given below, angle BCD is equal to angle ADC. BCD is equal to angle ADC. Fine. So now look at the split figure here. BCD is equal to ADC. Fine. Now also BCA is equal to ADB. BCA. That means BCA is your this angle. Is equal to angle ADB. This angle. Okay, this you cannot mark in the figure because this is a angle concerning both the triangles. So we leave it as it is. Okay. Now see the question. Prove that BC is equal to AD. So you need to show that this side BC is equal to AD. This is what you want to show. Okay, these two sides are equal. Now, if you see, you can see only two triangles here. Identify the equal angles and identify the equal sides. So first of all, what you see is, you see the side CD here. CD is the common side, right, of these two. You see in this split figure also, you have CD and you have CD. So CD is the common side. Okay, let's write it down. In triangle ADC and triangle BCD. Before writing this, let's prove one more angle to be. Let's see what they are. I will write this a little later. Fine. So CD is equal to CD. Now what do you see? These two angles are also equal. So one side, one angle are given to be equal. Now the question is, what about this angle here? These two angles. These two are not the angles of this triangle, neither it is of this triangle, isn't it? So what we do here is, but if what you see here is that this angle here, this entire angle here, that is this angle I'm talking about, is the sum of x and y, isn't it? Similarly, this angle here is the sum of these two angles, right? This angle and this angle. So what you do here is, you write first angle BCD is equal to angle ADC. And just below, you write angle BCA is equal to angle ADB, right? Now you add these two angles. What do you get? Angle BCD plus angle BCA is equal to angle ADC plus angle ADB. This is what you are getting. Now look at the sum of these two angles. What is BCD plus BCA? You see the sum of these two angles is this angle. So you write angle ACD. And sum of ADC and ADB is this entire angle here. So you write angle BDC. So what have we proved here? We have proved that this angle here is equal to this angle here, right? We have proved this here. So now we can write in triangle. So what do you see in these two triangles? One side is is equal, that is the common side, and two angles are equal. And what you also see is that this side CD is the included side, right? So therefore these two must be congruent by CP by ASA. We write in triangle ACD, right? This is a triangle ACD, and in triangle BCD. CD is the common side, so write CD is equal to CD, common side, right? Next, what are the equal angles here? Angle, we have written a triangle ACD first, so we consider this angle here, ACD and BCD. So we write angle ACD is equal to angle BCD. Why are they equal? Because this is already given to you, right? Next, which two angles are equal? This double marked angle, this angle here is equal to this angle here, right? Because we have proved this here. So angle ACD, sorry, not angle ACD, angle, this is not angle ACD. This angle is given to you as ADC. This is angle ADC. This is ADC. This is given to be equal. And angle ACD is equal to angle BDC. This we have as proved above. Therefore, triangle ACD is congruent to triangle BCD. Write the rule ASA axiom. Therefore, these two triangles are congruent. Now what you have to prove here? Prove that BC is equal to AD. Can by CPCT, can you say BC is equal to AD? Yes, because these two angles are equal. Opposite to this side is AD and opposite to this is BC. So we can say AD is equal to BC by CPCT. The first one, AD is equal to BC by CPCT. What else? You need to show angle A is equal to angle B. Our angle A is equal to angle A is equal to angle B. Yes, because opposite to this CD is this angle, opposite to this CD is this angle. So therefore angle A must be equal to angle B. So angle A is equal to angle B. This is also by CPCT. And hence that is your proof. Any questions? This figure might look a little confusing. Let us do the next problem. In fact, the next axiom is there, which is called the angle side axiom. Now in angle side axiom, you need to be a little careful. Okay. Angle side, or AAS axiom. Given two triangles, okay, these two triangles are given to you. What else is given? It is given to you that this angle here is equal to this angle here. Also, it is given to you that this angle here is equal to this angle here. Okay. Also, it is given to you that this side is equal to this side. Then we can apply angle side axiom on these two triangles. Why can I apply? See that these two angles are given to be equal, right? And you see this side that is given to be here equal, this is opposite to this angle, equal angle, isn't it? Then you can say by angle side, these two triangles are congruent. Now, if I change this a little, suppose instead of these two sides given equal, now suppose these two angles are given to be equal, and suppose this side is given to be equal to this side. Then what will happen? Then can we say by angle side, they are congruent? Can you say?
No, sir.
Why? Yes, you still can say. You can say because opposite to this equal angle is this side. Opposite to